everybody, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I am doing good, as I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and happy Labor Day, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful Labor Day. Hope you guys had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching. I almost missed my words there. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you guys are still with me through everything, welcome. We have a treat for you guys today. As you guys can read from the title, yes, this is a part 1 video. That means it's going to be a part 2 sooner or later in the week for this run before we get 1.56. So we will be talking about the run. We will be talking about college football because this was the opening week, the main week for college football. I mean, there is a week 0, but not a lot of people talk about that because it's not really a lot of big teams. It's mainly some of the smaller teams in the conference. And some of the conferences, I don't think it's all the conferences like they used to do. Oh shit. There we go. But we do have a couple of things to talk about. Number 1, the Peterbilt 389 glider truck mod. Did get updated by John Ruda and his crew or team. Phenomenal job on the update. They have done so much. I don't know everything, so I'm not going to go through everything and show you guys what they did, so I do apologize, but here's a couple of the things. They added that, the shifter, make it high, make it low. If you don't want the ball, they have something else. I did modify the truck a little bit. I put the GPS in the top left-hand corner. I did switch out the CBs. I got the newer CB almost. This one with the blue light. Yeah. I knew they were gonna call me in, so there's no point in running hard up that hill. And another reason, you guys wanted to see the Easy Pass, how that thing operates, especially in a truck like this, because we are an owner-operator, or yeah, I guess you can say that. But a lot of you guys wanted to see how the Easy Pass, if it does work in this truck, which it does. It works in all the trucks in this mod. But yeah, once the sun comes up, you can definitely see what's new, what's not new. My APU right there, once we go back on that side, let's just take both blades. Okay, we're good. On side. My APU there is now painted blue, just like the truck. You don't really see that too much. I mean, here and there in Pennsylvania, I do, but not very much. Let's see how much we weigh. We're gonna get to the load here in a minute. 97,059 pounds. All right. Wow, we're the only ones. All right. Let's get about this load, shall we? We're hauling a Cat M322 Wheel Excavator. The excavator comes in at 45,977 pounds. We're going to Ogden, Utah, UOP. They're expecting this Sunday 8:40 a.m. to Sunday 3:20 p.m. Job income is $49,000. $622. Job remains is 33 hours and 30 minutes. Next rest stop is in 6 hours and 13 minutes. We will get to the pause menu to talk about the trip, but right now we have 725 miles remaining, 12 hours and 9 minutes. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Still the same cat motor. Did not change the cat motor. Did not change the transmission. Yeah. This is on the Rogers Lowboy by Pizzster. There will be a link down in the description below. As you know, it's funny to me because, and here's why I say this is funny to me, because you know we've been doing a lot of oversized. Well, we did do a lot of oversized loads. Now we took a break. We've been on some other stuff now. Now we have a long trip with an oversized load that we're gonna have to do a part 1, part 2. You know, I think we've done one already. Alright, I'm going to try to do this, but we do have 2 passengers with us. No, they're not in the passenger seat, they're actually in the sleeper. Fine, we're going to try to do this real quick. I'm going to get off the gas here. There's a Pikachu and a teddy bear. I'll do it again real quick. There you guys go. I thought that was pretty cool. If you guys don't know me, I am very big into Pokemon. I love Pokemon growing up as a kid. Seeing that, it made me chuckle a little bit. I'm like, we gotta add that. And then the little teddy bear, why not, you know? Put something cute back there. But alright, so we are gonna hit the pause menu here shortly, but I kind of want to get over the topic of what I want to talk about: college football. This was the opening weekend, week number 1, a lot of matchups. First things first, I want to say this: shout out and a big thank you to Lee Corso. You were the entertainment of everyone's mornings on Saturday mornings. You were the entertainment of everybody. You were a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal announcer on College Game Day. I loved every minute of watching Lee Corso. You know, my favorite thing about Lee Corso was he always did something different. You know, when it comes to headgear picks, or when it came to talking about schools, talking about games, talking about how important is this rivalry, you know, everything. You know, and I love watching College Game Day. That is like my biggest thing. I love watching College Game Day. Like every Saturday morning I try to watch it. Love them guys. Kurt Herbstreit, Desmond Howard, Reese, Pat McAfee, Nick Saban. You know, I love the older days when it was Chris Fowler, Desmond Howard, Kurt Herbstreit, and Lee Corso. Oh my God! Like Saturday mornings, I just wanted to record them and just sit there and watch them before the games. Like, part of me got annoyed with them because sometimes they didn't pick Notre Dame, but then once they started, you know, once Notre Dame got a little bit better, they did start coming out to South Bend or go to games where Notre Dame was the marquee matchup. So. My favorite headgear moment, when he dressed up as a leprechaun. That was probably one of my favorite moments. I forget when he did that, but he did the full dance and everything with our leprechaun mascot at the time. So, and speaking of my Notre Dame Fighting Irish, we played last night. We played Sunday night. We ended up losing to the 10th ranked Miami Hurricanes. Let me tell you something real quick. I'm not gonna diss the Miami Hurricanes. I love that rivalry. I want to play Miami more often. I mean, I don't know if there's any Miami fans here that are subscribed or that watch the videos, you know. But I just want to say this right now: I love it when Notre Dame and Miami play because it brings back the old times. But congratulations to Miami. I had to work Monday, so I couldn't actually, unfortunately, stay up for the whole game. I managed to watch up until, I think it was right before Notre Dame tied at 24-24. That's when I went to bed. But overall, good game. CJ Carr, he's going to be a good quarterback for us. There's a couple things he's got to work on, but I think Mike Demonbrook is going to do something with him. I think Marcus Freeman is going to work with him. Our defense, especially the Smith. He came from Alabama. He's a very good cornerback. He's going to do well for us, I think. Couple upsets. Biggest one, Florida State over Alabama. I want to be honest with you. I picked Alabama. I did. And Florida State won. I do have the scores. Don't worry, I'm not on my phone. Some of you, and you know who you are. But Florida State 31, Alabama 17. I forget the head coach of Florida State's name, but let me tell you something. You made a wise decision in going out and get Gus Malzahn to be your offensive coordinator. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Gus Malzahn is a former Auburn head coach. Now, how is this big? He used to coach against Alabama every year, against Nick Saban, and he didn't win all of them. But a couple of times, he did outsmart Nick Saban in Alabama. So, kudos to Florida State. I know you're probably like, wow, this is Notre Dame. And there's a lot of teams I do like. There's a lot of teams I want Notre Dame to play. I can probably give you my top 5, but we're not going into that conversation. We're going to say that for another video. It's just something spectacular. You know what I mean? And then LSU being Clemson when I think Dabo Swinney says we're going to be the first team to go 16-0. How'd that work out for you? You know, how'd that work out for you, Dabo? I like Dabo. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind Clemson either, but so. And, you know, there was a few mismatches. Big teams versus little teams. Teams that are ranked high. Teams that are ranked low. Or teams that aren't even ranked at all. So, but I think we're getting ready to come through Denver, I think. Yes. I know we weren't on the gas there. Trying to keep an eye on my hours. There's 2 rest areas I'm thinking about right now, actually. So, there we go. Here's the biggest one, and this is the one I love about College Game Day. College Game Day, first headgear, was Brutus, I think. Brutus the Buckeye. I think that's his name, Brutus. Sorry, Ohio State fans, if I got the name wrong. And that's another team, too. Like, you know, a lot of people ask, oh, man, you're probably pissed off. No, not really. Ohio State was a good team last year. I feel like if we were a little bit more if we were a lot more healthier, I think we would have done something, but I could be wrong, you know. Now, do I mind Ryan Day? Not really. I don't really care for Ryan Day that much, but then again, I don't, you know, flip a coin. But anyway, one of my favorite things was Lee Corso's first headgear was Brutus the Buckeye. Which is the Ohio State mascot. Well, guess what? For his final headgear pick, it was between him and the Texas Longhorns, and he picked Ohio State. Let me tell you something. That game, I'm sorry. Look, I know all the big hype about Arch Manning. I know all that. I got asked this earlier today. Does that qualify as game of the year? Yes, it does. Number 1 ranked versus number 3 ranked in number 3 ranks home stadium. Okay, packed crowd, loud, you know, defending national champions, and I'll give props to Texas. I actually had high hopes for Texas. I actually did, but I think at the end of the day, I think there was a little bit more miscues, you know. Just like CJ Carr, okay? CJ Carr, you know, he's a tremendous quarterback coming out of high school. Arch Manning's the same. You know, you gotta give them time. You gotta give these young kids some time. And I think that's what's gonna happen with Arch Manning. Now, I will say this, of course. I do think Arch Manning is gonna do good with Texas and with Steve Sarkisian, so have to wait and see. So, alright, we're coming up to another way station. I think this is before. Oh, we got the bypass. Now, see that little green light? That's how you know. But like I said, I did get asked a question. Do I think we're going to drop far? I don't think we are. I think we'll probably drop maybe. Oh, AI. I think we might drop out of the top 10. We might drop out of the top. I know we're going to drop out of the top 10. We may be in the top 15. Maybe just below the top 15. I don't know. We didn't lose that bad. Carson Beck, first game back from injury, did a marvelous job. So, alright, let's actually hit the pause menu. Talk about this run. As there it is, the beautiful Peterbilt 379. If you also haven't taken notice, when I did look back, the mirror lights, they are now LED. There's the APU down here on the other side right now. APU is the color of the truck now. But, yeah, not much has changed, actually. So, still a good truck, still a good mod. Everything's working good. Alright, let's talk about this run. Trip distance is 763 miles. Trip time is 12 hours and 58 minutes. A Cat M322 Wheel Excavator. Raton, New Mexico, New Mount to Ogden, Utah, UOP. $64.19 a mile. And there's everything else. Navigation. 478 miles remain. And yes, I cannot see the trip time because I have my little timer up there. Don't worry, you guys cannot see the timer. My timer is there actually for just to let me know how far I'm going and how long the video is going. So now we do have another way station to deal with, and that's this one right here, which, or actually is this one. No big deal. That's part of the silent trip. You guys get to deal with that. The two rest areas I'm thinking about is either this one or we go up a little bit further and we get to this one. Easy off, easy on Interstate 80. We'll probably grab, since we're there, we'll probably get Rollins, but I don't know yet. We do have one more way station. We're probably going to get called in this one because this one is in Wyoming. So, but it's all good. Here's we are delivering. And this is where we picked up. We picked up at this one. So, but alrighty. Not too bad, not too shabby. Nice little oversized load for us. So before I do get asked this question, I'm just going to say now, no, I did not watch the NASCAR race. I maybe watched... What time did I start watching it? Oh, the game came on at 7:30. I didn't have the race on till maybe lap 30, maybe 40. Not too sure actually. Not too sure. I have to think about it because I know there was pit stops going on. I think there were green flag pit stops, but yeah, no, I actually was not. I totally. Look at that. We can bypass this one. They must have gotten our permits, and they're like, "Screw it, just go." Or they could be doing them trucks back there in the back. But last night, or yeah, Sunday night's winner, Chase Briscoe. I have a funny feeling we're just got to name the Arlington Raceway after Chase Briscoe. I mean, he's done very well here at that track. That is back-to-back wins, or back-to-back Southern 500s, playoffs. That actually did hurt. I mean, well, I wouldn't say hurt, but I have to watch the highlights. Have to go back and watch the highlights. Quit yawning. Where are we at? 7 hours and 9 minutes, hour and a half. Alright. I hate to do this, but jump on the map for a quick minute. Oh yeah, we can hit that truck stop. But yeah, like I said, I really didn't watch any of the NASCAR race except for a little bit. I mean, I think it was like 7:30. I turned the game on. So, excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know. From what I read on Facebook, it was pretty much a wacky race. A lot of the drivers weren't happy, so. But hey. This is the little fun part right here with Wyoming. I was like, please turn. Now you guys are probably wondering why is the beacons not on? The beacons aren't on because yes, we might be a little heavy, but we're not really over width or over height. And a lot of the guys I see that call these around here, especially where I live, they don't have theirs on. So. I'll tell you the truth, we're gonna go for it. 53 minutes. Oh, we should make it. Yeah, so part one, part 1's gonna be out, and then sometime this week it'll be part 2. I might just throw part 2 after this video, just because I don't know when 1.56 is actually coming out, or 1.57, whichever one it is. I don't know when it's fully coming out, but I know it's in the, I think it's 1.56 now. I'm thinking of that. I know it's in the open beta form right now, so. Come on, FedEx. Grab a gear. There you go. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Now see, I could have went for one of them too, but if you look at the distance away from the highway, yeah, that's why. Plus, I didn't want to deal with sitting at a traffic light for you guys, even though it's gonna be a silent trip, so. Someone's making money. Now, they could ask this question. Yes, in real life, I did tend to stop at the smaller ones. Yep. Okay, car. We're good on fuel. Wonder if we could just do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten up here. Well, all I got to do is pull forward. Now, I do apologize for the long video, but there you guys go. Yeah, what? No, it's not even gonna tell. Yeah, like I went. Now, we're gonna go back 180. Game. Alright. I'm not gonna try to be on here too long, but 5 hours something. Don't worry, we're not gonna go through Rollins. We're gonna go back on I-80 and yeah. Where you guys go? Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Don't look out for part 2 sometime this week. Could be tomorrow. Could be the next day. Could be Friday. Alright, guys. Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Links down below. YouTube video for both the Peterbilt and the Rogers Lowboy. There'll be YouTube videos where you guys can go check out the mod videos. The other ones are going to be John Ruta's main website and the website for the Peterbilt 389. Peterbilt 389 glider truck mod, and then Pizzster's main website, and then the Rogers Lowboy. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to quit blabbing long. I'll see y'all next time. Once again, thank you for all the love on here. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.